Happy Sunday, people. Bondo here. Hope you guys are doing good today. It'd be nice if we was working on one of them vehicles, would it? But we're not. We are again working on Pearl. We're gonna replace the oil pan again. So yeah, we're gonna get right to it and get that done. And we'll get you a little bit of time elapsed, so we can get a song full volume. See how that works. Basically, we got the bingo way. We got the 10mm socket. We got the new oil pan. Fortunately for me, this is something that keeps happening. Hey, with this oil pan, we even got some high temperature gray RTV. Got a new oil pan. That's all we got to replace. Has a gasket on it. This pan didn't come with a gasket, but the one I'm taking off did. So we're basically going to bust this thing off of there. And so first we got to drain the oil. Got a new oil pan. I bought this collection of toys, and they all came in stuff like this. So yeah, I'm saving all for oil pans and stuff because they all get cracked and disposable. And if you can keep from spending money, it's always good to keep from spending money, because then you have more money for parts. Hope you guys are doing good. Please like, share, subscribe. Help this eventually. I'll get to these old cars. They have some cool ones. Anyways, here we go.
She's hot and wet. She hasn't finished yet. Another whip off the head. Another whip to the derriere. Scold me, scold me, scold me, scold me. Scold me, scold me. Strike me, strike me. Drown me, drown me. with your pointed word. With your pointed word.
Alright guys, we're ready for the next round. I'm gonna let this set up here for a couple hours or whatever, and then I'll dump let this gasket material cure up a little bit. And we'll throw the yeah, it says the silicone to dry in 1 hour and cure completely in 18 to 24 hours. Well, we'll throw the oil back in later this afternoon. Hopefully it won't leak. If not, I'll go in there and line the gasket. Last time I bought one of these pans, it came with a gasket. Of course, I probably shouldn't have used RTD on it, because I tore the gasket pulling it back off, but we're past that point now. All right, let's get the rest of the oil in there. I stood up and I saw these tires. We got here. $33 by 16 by 50 by 15. Oh, this girl. She needs them underneath the back of it. So bad. The slicks that I have stuck on it. I bought the car. It came with snow tires. I mean, I've had this thing for a few years now and I haven't done anything with it other than put these tires on it because it came with snow tires and I couldn't stand it. It was pretty cool. I'll get a little light. Show you around. We're gonna get to this car. You know, the more you guys share this stuff, motivate me, push me, something and this and that. Get to this thing. Are these seats? They'll probably be the seats that stay in it. I like them. The worst part is they're sitting on a board. They're sitting on a board because this thing sat in a lean-to since, I don't know, the early 70s. The guy who put this thing together went and didn't come back. So you sat at the family's house. Look at that dash. Somebody tell me what that is. It's, you know, it's cut out of something. Is that like an Impala? I see it's a Chevrolet radio anyway. And it's got some gauges down there. It's got a key. You know, a couple switches. I suppose there might have been something there too. These door panels are probably pretty cool. I like them. I'm just going to see if I can use the chrome strip and separate it and redo them just like that. Yeah, that's a pretty good girl. Anyways, I'm going to get the oil in that. I'm going to get up to the Ford truck just a second. We're going to mess with this thing a little bit. Got a kit. Put it in here. I painted this. I used my Rust-Oleum with Krylon. I'll show you the can here in a little while. I spray bombed this stuff because I wanted it to be a little bit different from the chrome. But it's kind of shrunk a little bit. So we're probably going to solve that clearing it. I might end up putting another, scuffing this thing up and clearing the whole thing, because my idea, I like it. I like the color, but since I didn't scuff the chrome because I didn't want to tear the chrome up, it didn't stick to it. But that's not where we're at today. Yeah. Let's get back. I bought this carburetor in this thing. So how quickly I can get this thing adjusted. Carburetor in this thing, I got to I bought it at an auction. And immediately when I got it, the accelerator pump was bad in it. And then also the power valve was bad in it. So I reached out to some friends. And they sent me a nice little kit for it. Let's see. Let's get it out here. Carb Junkies. Look them up. They're nice people. I go inside. I remember. Give you all their details. They're pretty nice to me rather than just selling me a whole mess of stuff. She gave me a card that just didn't in a sealed bag. What's in here? Got some O-rings. Needle in seat. Needle in the seat. It's terrible. I got a couple new gaskets. Couple new gaskets. And these jets. This is just what this is pretty much a stock 302. This should make that work good. And as far as if we had electric choke, if we had one, if we got these, we got these instructions. So but we got our jets right here in the front. Oh. And we got us a new power valve. So initially I put a new accelerator pump on it because that's the first time I hit the carburetor, it started leaking. Yeah, I got some brake cleaner. Go see if I can find some carb cleaner. So we ended up finding another can of brake cleaner. All right. So now we'll get our metering block off. And if it's stuck, well, I meant to have a hammer. Yeah, I'm gonna get a hammer. All right. So, got our tappy tap. Thought about a smaller screwdriver, so I could be easy and gentle on it. So, well, I want a little tappy tap because there shouldn't be anything holding this thing other than gasket. Right? I tell you, when you're under tall, you gotta get my little table. There we go. It's nice and clean in there. Power valves and I don't know. It looks like it's good, right? But we have a new one, so we are going to put a new one in it. So I'm not going to be a hoarder and keep that, thinking that it's going to be fine. Look at that. Let's make sure everything flows while we're here. This thing's super clean. But I'm going to change his jets because the guy had a dirt car, and then they also had a drag car. So one of these engines set up with a 2-barrel. So it might have been a modified engine or whatever. So it might have large jets in it. So I just told him that all that I know is that I have a stock engine. I suppose that gasket is in here somewhere. Oh, and they give you. Oh, get you back over here. Sorry, being mean to you guys. I'll get y'all leveled out here. All right, feel better now? I hope so. I feel better. We got a gasket. Got another gasket. We got this gasket. This gasket looks like that gasket. So we're going to have to replace that. Get these out. And say that is that. So get this guy off here. I'll probably save this. You never know. Because this is just a gasket, right? We didn't tear him off. He came right apart. A little bit of material in there. And really, when you're doing this, you should wear gloves. Because the stuff is, if you have a little cut or something like that, it burns. I have a little cut or something, and it burns. A little material there. Should have some steel wool down here, but I do not. Yeah, I think I really wish I would have. I'm just new to this paint thing. I really wish I'd have guide coated more. Guide coated it all. The truck was just with house paint and everything, and there's a couple. You know, it was really a relatively straight truck. So that I could have paid a little bit more attention than what I did. We got that guy. Power valve started back in there. Yeah, I got some runs, a couple runs in it. It's metal flake. So, you know, if you run metal flake, well, that metal flows in that. And when you sand it back down, then you have, the distribution of that. It doesn't stay even. All right, we got that guy. Go ahead. Well, yeah. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get my danger table. And there we go, guys. This is what you call my danger chair. You know, it's completely functional. I like it. Get this baby peeled off of here. A little screwdriver. Neatly gonna go for the razor blade. Just get a corner. Hope it'll pop loose. This looks like whatever this was a decent kit. There we go. Let's get a corner started. Peel him off there. This carburetor is very clean. So I do not think it was run that much. There. A little bit of residual stuff. And if you are using a razor blade, keep the razor blade isn't really all that dangerous. Just gotta be mindful of the angle. Just pull it off. Not dig into whatever. Got that off. There. Go ahead and run a little cleaner through here while we're here. Make sure we get stuff flowing through. See thing coming out of there. Everything's pretty clean. Now, gasket. Laying on there, and then we're gonna try to remember where we put the bolts when we take it off. It's like they're hanging out right here. Sometimes I have a good idea. We'll get him stuck back on there, and then we'll get the jets out. It's pretty clean. Do that again. Big stupid. Do this right here. So, I don't know what size they are. I brought a couple wrenches. Guess I could have got the ones out of the package because they're probably about the same. Oh. Okay. I guess they're round, so it's a screwdriver. So hopefully these come simple enough. As you can see, the wider blade screwdriver. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, I guess they come right now. Or that one did anyway. Okay. Never mind. Just being overly cautious. These are clear. The ones we are putting in it, they are 65s. Yeah, to me, this looks like pretty much the front end of a 4-barrel. As far as the way that everything's made. Yeah, this looks like this is a little bit bigger. Yeah, one looks bigger. Sound a little bit larger jets. They might have designed more to run higher RPM range, more gas to it. Fine. Just run the shit out of the thing all the time. But this is original. It was originally a 3-speed. Put a 4-speed in it. Thinking, well, it'll be better with a 4-speed. The 4-speed ends up just being the granny first gear. So yeah, I'd like this truck a lot better with a 5-speed. But I'm not doing that. I'm going to put this thing together. It's going to be for sale. Some of these things I buy to keep. So that means I should finish some of them at some point, right? Alright, so we got that. We got our gasket. I suppose we need to get all this junk at one time, it looks like. So next we're going to tackle our middle and seats. Get him out. Get him off camera here. I'll see you in the morning. Look at these guys. The whole surface of the pond is filled with these guys. While we're out here, I wanted to show you these guys. I wanted to show you the snowball bush is flowering. It's hanging out there in that swing, and got to looking at these things, and my wife said, wow. She said, look at that one, it looks different. So I got here to looking around, and I saw a little crocodile. Except it wasn't a crocodile. It was just what I think is a salamander. And then I saw another one. That's why we're out here right now. I want to show you the critters. And hopefully you get to see one of these salamanders. Yeah, when I saw him initially yesterday, one was just floating, and he floated for a good 2 or 3 minutes, and then I got my little, not a fish net, but a little thing to get leaves out of the pond with. Scooped him up there, and because I didn't know whether it was a land lizard that got knocked in there and was drowning, or what the deal was. But he was definitely, when I let him back down, he dove right back down to the bottom of the pond just like he'd done it before. So I figure it's a salamander. It'd just be cool because I have the time and I'm here every day. It'd be nice to see these things turn into, a whole bunch of little frogs. I was gonna get some lily pads, but I guess the lily pads have to have some kind of dirt to hang out in. I'm not gonna fool with putting dirt in here. Look at one of these little foam pads that seems to float. Right there's my hillbilly lily pad. I see some bubbles coming back down in there. You can't really see down to the bottom of this pond. It's about 4 foot deep. So I still got I left enough leaves in there that the nitrogen of the decomposing leaves killed the fish while it was iced over, so they couldn't even get any fresh oxygen, so they drowned. Can we get any closer? Oh yeah. Tad. Figured if he's gonna fall in, you guys probably want to watch, right? Huh? He's going for some, he's pawing for some fish food, I think. I don't really know. Oh. What are you doing? Larry. 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 What are you doing? Hey. Old Alice is trolling. And Rocky. What do you think he sees? Alright, one more neat thing. I'm probably listening to the music. Maybe it'll fit whatever I'm doing. I'm going to take a little walk through. A little walk through the jungle. We're not going to run through the jungle. We're going to walk through it. This is my bamboo patch. That's the woods. Also part of my bamboo patch. Not my woods. But, yeah, whatever. And a little trail. I did this, for the dogs. We're just going to walk up through here. And bamboo is, it is an invasive species, yes, but it really only grows for a couple months out of the year. Well, it grows up, but it doesn't spread out. You get these, you'll probably see some when we get out here. And not too many. See, then we're back to the public. Alright guys, we're back with this thing. Last night I got the fuel bowl back on it, stuff like that, and so now we're going to get our float level, whatever, set. The needle, raising and lowering the needle and seat. It's the first thing I noticed, I'm sure, without looking at any kind of directions. So to measure this, there's a sight screw in the side of it. You take the screw out with the thing running, and it needs to be, I'm sure it needs to be a level ground. I don't know if you can see it, but from right here, level ground this way is probably about right there. Now, I got my jack on the board. It's a nice thick board. Use hurt cracking. We should be fine. We are still not there yet. Still? Jeez, how much more we got to go? Oh, oh. We're just about there. Just about there. We'll give it a couple more pumps. We'll call that good. All right. Give it one more pump. We'll get her ducks down underneath here. I tell you, the more you look at stuff, the more you can find. So now I'm definitely going to need my stool. So I just put it here, right? It'd be handy. If any of you guys have a 2004 Isuzu Axiom driver's side head or engine for sale, I bent that head over there. It has 11 bent valves and one broken one. This guy right here. That's what we're after. Go ahead and yeah. Looks like sometimes I use these things as a chisel. Yeah, right. I could have just got another screwdriver, but I thought I want to use this one, so I just cleaned it up on the wrench grinder a little bit. And all right, we got him crack loose. I guess for this guy, we'll go ahead and put our fuel line back on here. I've got this Holly, this was straight. It was running down, right down into the coil. So I just bent it a little bit to where it got around it. I might change it again later. Or I may let the next owner change it. I want to get this thing done. Get myself happy with it. So I can sell it. I don't buy them all to keep. I like it. Hell, I like all of them. But, you know, I don't need to keep all of them. Right? Yes, we got that. We got our accelerator pump underneath it there. We got our spring hooked up. We should have everything that we need. I am going to get. I'm going to get a zip up and clean these parts up. We're going to get some. We'll get our can of gas or a little bottle of gas down here, and we'll prime this thing a few times, and let's see if we can get him fired up. So yeah, get this junk over there cleaned up a little bit. I'll be back with you. Yeah, I was bullshitting with a neighbor and forgot to turn the camera off. Anyways, I have changed my mind. I'm going to take the fuel bowl that's over here. Basically, my float level. And we should be pretty close. Alright. Got this stuck back together. Going ahead, since I'm not going to get the site. Open that up. I got the thing leveled out, so the float level should be pretty close. If we have to do anything, we'll do it at that point. Just make sure that's tight. Make sure this guy's snug. You know, alright? Alright guys, I got it back together again. I don't know what that little metal piece is. Maybe I'll look at the directions. Maybe one of you guys will tell me what that piece is. I'll get a little bit more gas down there because that open intake it ran down. Well, that's kind of running, huh? Alright. We'll do that again. And stand out here with our spray bottles. Now I suppose I need to open this choke up a little bit so I'll be able to spray in there. This stuff's yucky. Yeah. I think I'm going to take that loose and I'm going to dump some of that shit on the ground. They don't need to be going in that carburetor. Yucky, yucky. Oh, hell, you can see it. You see it's nowhere near gas colored. Alright, so we're going to kill some weeds. Good afternoon. Bondo here. We are underneath this Ford truck. Yesterday, I went to start the thing. The fuel getting pulled into the filter. It was like chocolate milk with rust and nastiness. So I got a drain pan. As soon as I find some pliers, I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna see what this nasty shit looks like. I don't want to drain any more of that junk in there. I may have to pull the tank out of it. You never know. We will do what's necessary. We're definitely gonna, there's about a 5 or 6 inch piece of fuel line under here. We'll definitely be connecting that, replacing that while we're here. Well, we're gonna go ahead and drain it, and I'm gonna shake the truck back. Well, this looks clean. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull it. Yeah, maybe I just have rusty. We're not even really getting any flow. I wonder if I shake that cap loose. Maybe that'll help. No. Give this baby a heck, it might have a chunk of rust or something stuck in there. Oh, hell, maybe there's no gas in it. I put some gas in it yesterday, so that doesn't make sense. There's all kinds of rust and stuff coming out of there. Well, the gas isn't good. It definitely looks better than the crap that came out of the filter. I suppose I'll take the line loose from the pump, squirt some cleaner in there, leave this unhooked here for a little while. I tell you, leave stuff set for a while. It's just hard on it. Well, we did get we got a little rust out of it, huh? Well, yeah. I don't know what to do. Put a couple filters on there, and eventually the stuff will come off. Yeah, maybe I'll strain this gas out through a paint filter, dump the shit back in it, and then we'll wash it through a few times, see what this kind of junk we can get out of here. This is better, this little pickup truck. It's a pirate's chest. We'll get back to that guy here in a little while. But today, we have to uncover a Merkur. This snow we had a couple months ago collapsed this thing. There's the other half. And that, I just had a couple boards as a brace on this end. The thing's aluminum, so it's not all that heavy. And I had it sitting on top of these boards. And one of these boards broke. That came loose. Knocked my window loose. And believe it or not, there's a 1986 or 7 Merkur x4ti. Today's game is we're gonna get. I'm gonna try to get this window out of there and get this thing tore down. Hopefully, the windows, both panes of the glass are cracked, but it still functions the purpose. I'll keep it in there until I get another one. So, this video, so far we haven't done that much time-elapsed photography. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, get you guys a little bit of action. I'll get started, and here we go. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna just, I'm gonna do car stuff, and then we're gonna do other stuff, and this channel's gonna be about stuff and music. Music with stuff. Anyways, guys, here we go.
Stay in your own lane, fucking fall. generals come for your blood. They come for your blood. They come for your blood. What do we know about this world anyway? I see the sun, just like everyone. It seems so far away. They call us men of the people and wanna live forever. They're not staring down the barrel of the gun. The generals come for your blood. They come for your blood. They come for your blood. What do we know about this world anyway? Treated like sin. Handshakes dropped in. Standing on the edge of the world. We're not afraid. We'll find our way home. We'll find our way home. What do we know about this world anyway? The generals come for your blood. They come for your blood. They come for your blood. What do we know about this world anyway? We'll keep on moving till we find what we're looking for. Bigger, harder, faster, more. Bigger, harder, faster, more. Bigger, harder, faster, more. Bigger, harder, faster, more. Just don't look down.
All right, guys.
Just
We got it done.
look down.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't bad. It was what it was. Got some trash bags
Don't look
to
down.
go through these barrels.
Just
And since, I'm here, let's take a look at this piece of shit. 1987 Merkur x4ti. Crappy gas tank. It's probably the gas tank for that truck. We're gonna get it. It was underneath the lean-to, so it was this rusty when I got it. I should have put it in the Raptors, but I did not. I may now. Get this little guy that has a pretty much kind of similar to a SVO Mustang. This is the German version. Supposed to have some other kind of wing back there. This is the wing off the back of my late father's S10 Blazer. I made these little scoops, kind of, Cobra-esque. I mean, this little guy, this door hasn't been opened in a long time. It's the door. Oh, just be careful, guys. Ew. Can you tell? Woo! You can smell she sat for a while. I think this thing has like 104, 10, so 110,000. These seats, oh, headline is falling down. It wasn't like that. Got a sunroof, very dirty. Man, we'll have to, I don't know, give this thing a bath. Getting here to get in our hood. Alright, you guys ready for this? It's been so long since I opened this hood, I forgot how. I was just looking around. And see right there, it looks like a hood. Let's see this right here. Ah, now that, you know, people give Germany shit, but they got some good engineering. Volkswagen, for what it was, one of the best cars ever made. Oh my God, I just saw the intake. So that means it's apart. I'm giddy. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to. You know, this was a complete mess, but it's getting cleaned up. And then I can try not to let it happen again. It's not as bad as it could be. It's not good. I at least laid a towel, you know. Got my fuel rail. Well, what can I say? I put a head gasket on it. I did not check the head, and the head gasket, for whatever reason, did not take. So, got a wasp going around me. I got a mess to clean up. I think a yellow jacket just bit me in the nose. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, good Lord. Well, I'm gonna go take care of this, and you guys have a good time. And yeah, this is crazy. Bit inside my nose. Anyway, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, I think that's going to finish this one. I don't know how long it is. But we got a little truck done. We got a little cleaning done. You got to see a Merkur x4ti. And we'll be back to, the next one we're going to start off. We're going to clean out underneath that hood. And we're going to get the fuel filter back here on this Ford. So it'll give you a reason to come back, right? Please like, share, subscribe. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good day. Bonsai out.